Hello, my name is Melissa. I'm the 4th grade stitcher. This is my Flosstube number 1. I look forward to many after this. I live in rural Kentucky with my husband, my children. I'm a 4th grade teacher at a private Christian school. It's one of the highlights of my life thus far. It's a career late in life, but one that I love, so I'm excited still about that. This is my 2nd year teaching 4th grade. I taught elementary Bible 1 year before taking on this adventure. I enjoy piecing quilts. I enjoy making toys, whether it be sewn by hand or machine. I love to crochet. I love to knit. I've done that for many years. I learned how to knit when my oldest daughter was in kindergarten. She is now in her 30s, so I've done that for quite some time. I hadn't cross-stitched in many years until the COVID pandemic. And I wanted something that was a little easier on my hands than crocheting and knitting. So I started looking for patterns again. Found to my great surprise and excitement that cross-stitch had really changed from the 25-30 years ago when I'd done it the first time. The first time they were full coverage pieces. I was drawn to more Victorian type images. Truthfully, I never finished one, so it was just overwhelming at times. I worked at Piece Goods at the time that I picked that up, so I was inspired by what I saw coming in and out of the store, but I never had time to really finish any of those until now. Now I've found people like the housewives of cross stitch. Their finishes were just so creative. I really liked that. And I thought, hey, it's not just pictures on the wall anymore. It's not full coverage. It really went with my decor more than what I had looked at back then. So, as I began to stitch, I searched out people in my area that did it too. Couldn't find anybody. Again, I'm in rural Kentucky. So, I just began internet searching and found Flosstube. To my surprise, there were many others like me. It's a great community. I'm finding more and more people every day. I'm just really thankful that I have met friends now that have become close stitching friends, and I just look forward to making more. We have a new stitch group in the area, the Lake Cumberland Stitchers, so that's going to afford me an opportunity to meet more people that like to stitch close to home. So let's just jump right into stitching since this is a Flosstube. The first item that I picked up to stitch in 2021 was a Barbara Anna design called the Dreaming Girl. I did finish her on some Aida that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It's just a 14 count. I used all the called for threads for this project with the exception of her hair and the color of her shirt. I have a little redhead. Her favorite color was purple, so I wanted this to look like her. So this was the very first thing that I picked up in 2021. When I saw it, I thought, oh, I've got to stitch that. So I loved it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. I have since moved on to some different designers, some different things. I've learned to stitch on linen. I was never a linen stitcher. I always stitched on Aida. I still stitch on Aida. I enjoy stitching on Aida. It is relaxing. I don't feel like I will make a mistake like I do when I pick up my linen, but I won't be intimidated by linen anymore, and am enjoying that as well. I have several items that I'm working on right now, several whips that I'd like to share with you. So we'll just jump right into that. I am doing a JBW design that is called Stitching in the Round. So I started that on a piece of even weave that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I had finished another project on it, and it was the scrap that was left. So I thought, you know, I think that will work for this design really well. I love pink. Pinks and greens are my favorite colors. The older I get, I tend to like some orange. Also tend to lean toward oranges. I chose a DMC 3712 and a DMC 761 for my stitch colors. And in this project, like I say, I'm new to this Flosstube thing. I'm sorry if my colors don't come across well. I hope to get better as I make more. My second whip is the Light of Winter. I've used the called for threads. It's on a Weeks Dye Works linen. This is the original color. It was a bit washed out for what I wanted, so I did coffee dye this. I followed a YouTube tutorial on how to do that. So this is the progress that I have so far. It is the called for threads. This is a 32 count linen. I'm really enjoying that. I'm doing that with some friends out of Elizabethtown, Litchfield area. We're doing that as a stitch along. So looking forward to see how that comes together. The next whip I have is Mr. Marshmallow, and it's with a needle and thread. It's on a 22 count even weave fabric. It's a yellow, off-white mottled. So he was my snow day start yesterday. I am using my own conversion for this. It's assorted DMC flosses that I had on hand. I just realized I'm not showing you the pictures of the finished stitch, so I apologize. I'll try to do better from this point on. I have the Welcome to the North Pole by Primrose Cottage Designs. I started this back in the summer, had a few medical issues where I couldn't stitch, didn't feel like stitching at the time, so I laid it aside and I didn't get it completed before Christmas this year, but I am still continuing to work on that. It's coming along quite nicely, I think. This was the first large linen commitment that I made. Again, I had a friend to show me. Denise showed me how to stitch on linen. I wasn't intimidated by it once I was shown. I'm a very visual learner, so I'm thankful for that. These are all the called for DMC threads. I did not buy the fancy floss as I didn't have a source at the time and didn't really think that I wanted to go that far. Since then, I've changed my mind. I am pleased, though, with the DMC and the way it looks, the way it's turned out. I also have a small Stacy Nash design. This is Birds of a Feather. It is a needle book project. I really like sewing notions and things like this. And I like seasonal, so I'm glad to get this done this winter so that I can have it ready for this spring, some stitch retreats. Using the called for Weeks Dye Works palette. So I am very close to completing this. It is 4 motifs. And I have started the last one just last night, so I hope to get that completed, fully finished this week. It is on 36 count beige Weeks Dye Works. I have a kit whip. I had never really bought a cross-stitch kit ever. I had always been one that would buy a pattern book, now PDF type thing, and I love to go to the store and pick out my DMC floss. It's fun. So that's why I like to do that. But I saw this kit. It's a Vervaco kit. I saw Vonna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher. She had started this over Lent, I believe. And I thought, you know, I really like that. It's significant to my faith. It is the face of Jesus. And I thought, you know, what better thing to stitch than the face of our Lord and Savior. So I ordered this on from Amazon. I thought it was very reasonable. It is all DMC threads. They're good quality. It was very organized. It is only 9. The palette is 9 colors. So very tone on tone. And this has been my Sunday stitch. So his face is coming along quite well. I enjoy watching him appear there. It's a very emotional stitch for me at times. So I look forward each Sunday to working on it. And I have to stop myself from working on it through the week because I said, you know, this is my Sunday stitch. And I'd really like to go ahead and be doing it. I do plan on stitching this again on linen. This is a 14 count Aida that came with the kit. It has been very relaxing, and I look forward to stitching on him on Sundays. So I thank you for watching my Flosstube. Like I said, I'm a bit nervous, this being the first one, but I know I'll get better with practice. It's what I tell my kids in 4th grade. You know, Miss Melissa, why do we have to write our spelling words over and over? Well, it's because with practice, we do get better. So I'm going to keep practicing. I have some finished projects to show you. These I have just finished up in the last few weeks. I found this on the Pinker and Pumpkin blog. This is one of her salt box freebies. This is the spring salt box. I did use the called for DMC with the exception of the green. So in that green, I love the variegation. It is a Weeks Dye Works. It is called 2166 Bayberry. And then the lighter green is a Weeks Dye Works Artichoke, number 1183. So I just love those little sheep on there. I think they're great. Probably going to make this into a little pillow finish for my wooden bowl. Really like that. She has several of the salt box houses. I see myself stitching on those throughout the year. They're quick, they're easy, they're relaxing. So I see more of those in my future. I have a Hands Across the Sea sampler that I ordered some time ago. I completed it on the 2nd of January. It is Edith Levy. I chose this sampler. I was drawn to it because of the Hebrew section of the second sampler. It is 2. It's on a raw linen that I purchased at a quilt shop in Louisville area. It's a 28 count. I don't know anything other than that about this linen piece. But I did enjoy this stitch. I had to ask the help of a more expert stitcher than I for help with the border on this one. And Beth was kind enough to help me and show me how to do it. She did chastise me because I had some knots on the back of this. She said, Melissa, you know we don't knot and cross stitch. I've not used any more knots. So, and I'm not going to. I have a finish from Roveris. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They are an Etsy seller from Italy. I had the opportunity to go to a stitch day in the Elizabethtown area where they were a guest, and she had lots of beautiful things. This is Nantucket. It is another sewing companion, sewing needlework book. I did purchase the linen from them, and it is, let's see, I don't have the linen information. I apologize for that. It is, I did stitch with the called for threads. It was Valdani. It was a Weeks and some DMC. So this is the outside of that needle book. This one is the one that's done with Weeks Dye Works. Garnet is the red. Valdani Darkened Blue is the blue. And I did substitute on the sails of this ship with Weeks Dye Works Arrowhead. I wanted a little more dimension in that versus the Ecru. This is the inside. This is the scissor fob, and this is one of the pockets on the inside and another pocket. I did run out of the Valdani Darkened Blue. I liked just the 2 rows here on the bottom and this wave. So I was impatient. I wanted to finish it right now. So I looked through my DMC, found a great substitute in DMC 158. I don't feel like that you can see the difference. I'm happy with that. Not gonna redo that, not gonna take that out. So I hope I'm not wearing you out with all these things I have. I have a few more FFOs that I've just completed. I have a fondness for the little pillows. I like that I can make them in such a way, if I want to, they can be flat and stored in a drawer. I can put an insert in it. So it's good to be able to do that. My husband seems to think I have too much stuff, and I guess I do have too much stuff, but I like stuff. I like stuff that I've made. I like things that have sentimental value to me, so it's hard for me to get rid of things sometimes, but I'm trying to do better. But let's not start with cross stitch. So one FFO I have is this hands-on design. It's called Flamingo Bells. I received this pattern with the kitted materials, with the exception of the even weave here that you see in the background. You can't really see the pink splattering on it, I don't think, too well. It is a Hobby Lobby piece that I just picked up, even weave. It was the pattern and the flosses, the DMC flosses, were gifted to me in an exchange that we had at a retreat in Elizabethtown. It was the first retreat I'd ever, well, the word escapes me. The first retreat that I'd ever participated in that was cross-stitch. So I wanted to work this up. I worked on this when we went on a trip to Myrtle Beach in May and finished it up on that trip, and then just FFO'd it over the Christmas break. So I enjoyed that. And this is the back. I do make my pillows with a pocket so that I can take the pillow insert out if I want to and store it flat. So I enjoyed that stitch. It was good. It was relaxing. I have the Itch to Stitch. It's by October House. It's with the called for DMC. I like Notions fabric. I've always had a thing for Notions fabrics. Sort of collected those all along. So when I saw this, I thought, hey, that's a good opportunity to use my Notions fabric. So that was a fun little stitch. I started Christmas Trio 2023. It's a Puntini design. My friend Meredith, who has Rocky Run Ranch General Store online. She sells some cross stitch items, and she's helped me with linen purchases, as I am new to that. And this is a market pattern that she picked up for me in the fall. This is Christmas Trio 2023, so this is the Ho Ho Ho. I did make it my own. I changed it a little bit. I added some embellishment. These were the pins that she had featured with the design. I like those little pins. This is some Hobby Lobby fabric I picked up. I did a little different finish on this one. Don't think I'll do that again, where I just stitched all the way around and then cut a slit and then covered it. I won't do that again. I prefer the one that I can take a pillow in and out of. I did enjoy this stitch. His beard, I don't know if you can see, his beard's just a little dimensional there. You can see it. That is with the whisper threads. I really liked that whisper thread when I saw it. Meredith was working on something and it was like, oh, I love that fuzzy beard. So I tried it with this. I will use that again. This is the companion piece to the Christmas Trio. I haven't finished the 1-2 tree piece yet. I'll work on that this summer and hopefully have that ready for next Christmas. So this was on a 28 count casual linen in the color flax, and it is the called for DMCs. So this one I did that finish where I could put my pillow in, and I did make the pillow out of the same fabric that I backed it in. So that was an FFO. I have a Lori Holt piece that is the Quilty Barn Mix and Match that I had for quite some time finished. My grandfather, my best friend for many years until he passed, had a red barn, and many sweet memories there, so that's why I chose to this pattern. I liked it. It is the called for DMC. I left the barn door blank. The pattern has many quilt blocks in it, but I paired it with the stitch cards. And my husband, he has a Kubota tractor. And if you know anything about Kubota, it's always orange, so I've backed it with an orange felt. And this is his orange Kubota tractor, and I have a magnet here and here so that I can change what is in my barn door. And this little finish is a $4.99 Crafts whoopie pie. It was a Hobby Lobby. It looked like a palette to me. So I finished it on that, a little twist with the magnet that I saw the housewives use. I look forward to making some more of these seasonal things. It's on an 11 count Aida. It's fast, it's fun, it's relaxing, it's a TV travel project, boom, boom, boom. So I'm really glad I finally finished that. I think that's everything that I have as far as whips and finishes. I have some things that I look forward to starting. I'll share some of those with you. That way I can keep up with it and know that I have these waiting for me. I'm excited. I don't have the linen yet for some of these. So that's on my list to gather. The first thing I have here is by Mojo Stitches, Needlework and Design. It's a, I think they're out of New Zealand. So this is a pattern that I purchased again Rocky Run Ranch General Store. It was a market release. I really like that. It's a sampler, 2 from Tasmania. It's features some wallabies, some cuckoos, some different animals that are from the Australia, New Zealand area. And then I did purchase the called for threads, and I'm excited to start this. I chose this because my grandfather was stationed. He took leave in Brisbane, Australia, when he was in World War II. He was a CB, and I thought, I'm going to make this for him. So somewhere I'm going to incorporate his initials in this. So I look forward to starting that soon. My friend Denise, she gave me this for Christmas. It's kitted. It's ready to go. She gave me the linen. She gave me the week's floss. And I'm ready to go with this. Get it started. I'm looking forward to that. I have, I saw this on a Flosstube just recently. I can't remember who had it, but I really liked it. The little girl has what's called a click and a wheel. And my grandmother, she was born in 1919, and this was one of the things that she played with as a child. I can remember the stories she would tell me about. One Christmas, she received a click and a wheel. That was the toys. So you would just sort of, you push the wheel with this stick. It's got a little wire on it, and it rolls, and it was just a agility thing, I'm sure, at the time. But this is called Anna Morgan, 1845. It's scattered seed samplers. I plan on changing the initials to my grandmother's initials, and I will alter the date down here to show her birth date. I'm going to make that for her in honor of her, and I've asked my mother if I could have this click and wheel. Mom still has that somewhere, so I look forward to getting that and displaying those things together. That's going to be fun. I collect little Dutch boy and girl items. I don't know why. I'm drawn to those things. I like them. They're really cute. My husband and my father-in-law used to run a concrete business where they would make the concrete figures you see in people's gardens. And one of the things they made was a little Dutch boy and girl that you positioned like they were kissing. And I've always loved that. And started finding things at yard sales, tag sales, flea markets, and I thought, I'm going to collect those. So now I have a fondness for Dutch samplers. So I have this one, Little Dutch 1808 sampler. It is From the Heart, Needle Art by Wendy. This is another market find that I got in the fall. I'm anxious to start this little Dutch sampler to display with all my little Dutch goodies. And then just recently, Winter in the City, another Dutch sampler. So, I really like this. It's from Modern Folk Embroidery. Haven't decided what floss I'm going to use yet on this. If I'm going to stick with it or convert it to something else. But I look forward to starting that too. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your time here with me. I've enjoyed talking to you. I've enjoyed sharing my passion for needlework in this way. I hope to make another Flosstube in the next couple of weeks. I hope to improve. I look forward to seeing you again. I hope you'll join me. Again, I'm the 4th grade stitcher. I'll see you soon.